tonight's game, we'd like to honor the seniors from both teams prior to the starting lineups. First, from Milford, number 4, Captain Cassie Probert. Number 11, Sienna Pierce. Number 12, Bianca Guerrero. Number 13, Olivia Sullivan. Number 17, Captain Hannah Martin. Number 18, Sarah Weber. And number 24, Lily Borst. And now for our Foxboro seniors. First, number 13, Captain Katie Huther, who will be accompanied by her parents Mark and Kathy. Our next senior, number 16, Jackie Disney, who will be accompanied by her parents, Amy and Brian, and her sister, Catherine. Next, we have number 19, Captain Kenzie Frazier, and her father, Jim. And our last senior, number 23, Captain Alex Stamatos, accompanied by her parents, Mara and George, and her siblings, JP, James, Solange, and Christina.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hold it. One more. Thank you.
Go, boy. Good luck, Al.
Congratulations to the seniors from both Milford and Foxboro, and good luck the rest of the way. Now for our starting lineup. First, visiting Milford Scarlet Hawks. Number 4, Cassie Probert. Number 11, Sienna Pierce. Number 23, Ashley Starks. Number 17, Hannah Martin. Number 6, Juliana France. Number 20, Annie Flanagan. Number 9, Catherine Madden. Number 8, Madeline Boyle. Number 5, Alyssa Monahan. Number 13, Olivia Sullivan. And in net, Olivia Marshall. Milford is coached by Lou Colabella. And now, for the Foxboro Warriors. Number 8, Yara Fawaz. Number 5, Kaylee McCabe. Number 12, Caroline Cass. Number 13, Captain Catherine Huther.
All right. Stop.
Number 15, Emma Dahl. Number 16, Jackie Disney. Number 19, Captain Kenzie Frazier. Number 21, Jordan Collins. Number 22, Kendra Wentling. Number 23, Captain Alex Stamatos. And in net, Morgan Silvestri. The Warriors are coached by Katie Stalka. Please rise for the singing of our national anthem, which will be performed tonight by Foxboro student Julia McClellan.
Oh, see, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you and good luck.
All right, well, welcome one and all to the Jack Martinelli Field today, October 16th, where we have the Foxboro Lady Warriors versus the Milford Scarlet Hawks. My name is Mark Davis. I'm here along with Mike Big Dog McCabe, ready for a beautiful night here. It's 47 degrees. Looking out, trying to check out. We had senior night here. It was a great tradition here in Foxboro, Mike, to honor all the seniors during this game.
No, it's a great night. It's one of my actually favorites. I like coming out for to see them with the parents, and actually, what a perfect night for soccer too, Mark. I remember playing. These are the nights you want. You can run forever. Yeah. You're not running in the 90-degree heat, so hopefully it'll be a good game.
Yeah, and we have we'll let you know all the seniors. We had Katie Huther, who's going to be studying architectural engineering at either Georgia Tech or Northeastern University next year. Jackie Disney. She'll be attending college next year, but is still undecided. Lots of schools looking for Jackie, so she's going to make a choice at some point in time.
We're all undecided, Mark.
Yeah, we're all undecided here. Kenzie Frazier, she'll be studying criminal justice in college. And finally, Alex Stamatos, the mainstay back on defense. She hopes to continue to play soccer in college, but is still undecided which school she will attend. And I'll tell you one thing, Mike, whatever school gets her, they're going to be very happy because she is a phenomenal defensive player for the Foxboro. She's the backbone of that defense.
Absolutely, without question, she is one of the main reasons that they've only allowed 11 goals all season. She just has unbelievable field awareness, gets to the ball, and is fearless. She's actually on the smaller side if you look at the team, but she does not play that way at all. You would think she was twice her size. She doesn't back down off of anybody.
Yeah, I think she's got a real good shot at making Hockomock All-Stars, because that's the way she's been playing all year long.
Absolutely, hands down.
So we enter the game. Foxboro entering the game in the Hockomock League is 8-0-3. Milford coming into the game is 3-8-0. On paper it looks like a lopsided match, but as you know, Mike, the girls got to play. They got to take every opponent, at its face value and play the game that they love to play.
I'll tell you, Marky, before the game, you and I were talking about the first game against Milford, and I'll tell you, the first 10, 15 minutes, they came out. They're strong, they're fast, and they're physical. And if they keep playing that way, this is going to be a tough game for Foxboro.
Yep. So first shot, it was by Kendra Wentling, went high over the crossbar. Looked like she just got a little bit under it. Probably went through the uprights, giving Goskowski some challenges for the Patriots possibly in the future. So Milford with the defensive kick. Foxboro, there's already a call right now. I think it was
a little pushing.
A little push.
Like, yeah.
So we'll see what the refs do tonight, if they let them play or if it's going to be a tightly contested game.
Yeah, I think we've seen through the season, Mark, where all the refs kind of have been a bit different. You see them allow them to be a little more physical, and some refs like to keep control and make sure it's played on the ground.
Yeah. So Milford with the kick in.
I'll tell you, one of the things through the season, as Yara Fawaz running back to get the ball, Yara is one of the fastest and most tenacious defenders. That girl, and even through town, I always remember her speed and her ability to just stay with the play.
Absolutely,
has been huge. Her and Caroline Cass on the other side, the pair of them with Alex Stamatos, Megan Burke, Molly McCabe, and now Emma Dahl helping out in the middle. Their defense has just been really rock solid all season.
Absolutely. There have been times where you watch the game and you're thinking, oh, they got behind the defense and Alex and Yara, but then out of nowhere you'll see Yara just come and just with that speed just catches up to the defender and they don't get a clean shot.
It's unbelievable, and she covers the field so well.
Yeah, and she's really, I've noticed her foot skills have definitely improved this year, too, where a lot of times, an offensive play is coming in on Yara, and she'll make a nice little spin move where the offense doesn't think it's going to happen. Then she gets it to the sideline, gets it up to the midfield.
I agree. I've seen that as well. After I'd say the first 3 games, she was more straight ahead, but I agree with you. She's had better ball control and slows the play down a little, which it's been huge, because one of the things this season is you see the strength of these girls in their kicks. I remember the Oliver Ames game. Those girls could kick 30, 35 yards. And so the change of possession on the field was immediate.
Right.
So the longer, obviously, as you know, soccer's a game of possession, and the more you can keep control and pass, it just creates the opportunities.
Yep. Kendall Wentling with a kick there.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Coach Stallcup for Foxboro. I know a lot of times she likes getting the ball in, doing a kick and run with Jordan Collins, another one with blazing speed. You've seen her just get by defenders. The defenders think they have the ball, and then Jordan just beats them to the ball, and they don't know what hit them. And then next thing, she's got a clean shot on the goalie, and she's done a great job this year. Jordan has 10 goals and 2 assists, which is 8th in the league.
We've got quite a few on that Hockomock leaderboard this year. I know someone you might recognize is Lizzie Davis has been moving her way up.
Yeah.
Kaylee McCabe, who I recognize, the freshman's been on the leaderboard. She hasn't had a goal in a few games, but she started out there. Jordan Collins, Kenzie Frazier, they've all had some multi-goal games, and it's basically, as you said, on speed. Kenzie and Jordan up top are just so fast and tenacious to the ball.
Right, and like you said, your daughter Kaylee, with 10 goals and 3 assists, that's 6th in the league. Now you got girls like Avery Sneed, who is over in KP, Chloe Lane in KP, leading
forwards.
And then a lot of the forwards, and then I can't remember the name's mistaken me for North Attleboro.
I know who. Yes, I'm with you. I can't remember.
And I can't remember, but again,
Number 3. She was great to watch. I remember her here a few weeks back. And
but you're looking at the top leaderboard. A lot of times it's forwards. Where you look at your daughter
Right.
Kaylee, who's a mid, and my daughter Lizzie, who's a mid.
Midi,
You know,
and it's great to see that.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Foxboro. You know, you don't have just one or two girls like a lot of these teams. KP has the 2 top goal scorers, but that's it. You know, North Attleboro's got the 1 girl. We've got 5, 6 girls who can actually score.
It's so spread out, and this is a young team. I mean, we're only moving 4 seniors on, and so we have so many young girls on this team, and that's, you know, they're going to just get more used to playing with each other, and it's going to. So next season is going to be looking pretty solid for them as well, especially if they have, like, Grace Ferguson plays the middle.
Yep.
She's not in right now. Kendra Wentling, Kaylee McCabe, those 3 have been really solid, controlling the middle, controlling the flow, and seeing the field. And then we've got Lizzie Davis plays the wing, Katie Huther, Jackie Disney, and Caitlin Malika, all have their own set of skills that just have kept this Foxborough team undefeated through the season.
Absolutely. And you look at the opposite from Milford. They're very, you know, upperclassmen heavy. They've got 7 seniors and 7 juniors. So the bulk of their team are going to be upperclassmen. Where, you know, like you just mentioned, Mike, we've got a lot of young girls. We'll have some, you know, good 8th graders coming up as well. You know, we didn't even talk about, like, Catherine Franchino, and I think it's was it Ashlyn Cervase?
Ashlyn Cervase, Alyssa Vandenboom are sophomores, Grace Ferguson, Emma Dahl, who has just moved. They recently moved her into that center D position. Now, Emma, I had the pleasure of coaching for a few years, and she nothing but unbelievable things to say about her. Smart, tenacious, sees the field really well. She sees the play unfold before it happens, and does not back off of anybody. She's actually somebody who, you know, we have talked that could fill that center D void if that's where she chooses to play. Where Alex is going to be leaving next year. Big hole to fill.
Yep. So Milford's doing a pretty good job here. You know, they got 4 back on defense. We only have the 2 forwards. So we haven't really had much you know, continuity yet offensively. Milford just keeps kicking the ball back to our D. You know, we're just trying to get, you know, we had a couple of shots, but I don't think we've actually registered a shot on net yet.
No,
a couple high and wide.
But this is right now, Milford's on going into the 20. They got a breakaway here, and Caroline Cass is with her. Save. That was actually the first time Milford's actually broke the 20-yard line.
Yep.
And got a shot off. So most of the game's been played from Foxborough's 40 down to Milford's goal. So it's nice to see a little.
And Morgan Sylvester there with the save. You know, it wasn't a challenging shot, but, you know, Morgan handled it cleanly. Morgan's played very well this year. She's made quite a few unbelievable saves to keep us undefeated this year.
Sophomore.
And sophomore. And she splits time with another great goalie, Jamie DeVellis, who in that Walpole game, she came up with a huge save in the second half.
Incredible save.
You know, Morgan usually plays first half. Jamie usually plays second. Morgan made some great saves in the first half, and then, you know, when it was a close game, 1-0 late in the game, Jamie came out and challenged a girl and made an absolutely beautiful save. And I know, talking to her dad, Jim, Selectman Jim, he gets a little bit nervous watching these games because most of the games this year for Foxborough, even though they're, you know, 8-0-3 and 10-0-3 overall, a lot of the games have been 1-goal, 2-goal games. So, you know, a play here, play there, and, you know, they could have had a loss this year.
Well, off of your point too, Mark, is what made Jamie's goal to me even more incredible was, if you think about it, playing it cold, because they were not getting shots on a breakaway from Milford.
But here
Number
comes
6,
Yara Fawaz.
Yara Fawaz using her speed, cuts the angle off.
Again, we were just talking
Great
about that.
defense again.
Yeah, like you said, Mike, she had a breakaway. It was a beautiful kick. And on the replay, you know, here's the kick. Look at it. She's got a good couple of yards on it. And then all of a sudden, there's the cheetah right there. Yara Fawaz.
Becomes a foot race, and Yara once again wins the foot race.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
It's amazing. It's truly amazing that how quick she can get back. So, and I think a lot of teams think they've got these breakaways, but they haven't learned yet
the
that
speed
the speed
on
of the
outside
defense.
Between Caroline and Yara, who are natural runners, they just they have that ability to just run the whole game. But back to what I was saying, was Jamie, that save was a cold save. She had been standing in net. There were no shots on net, and she'd been in there for a good 20, 30 minutes before that shot. So it's, and there's more. That's tough. That's tougher than people realize.
Yeah.
When you're standing there and you haven't really been involved in a game.
No, you're 100% right.
Milford throw in, my number 5. Foxboro's all over it.
Number 5, that's Alyssa Monahan for Milford.
Monahan. We've got a
Down.
Milford player down. She's okay. She's up.
Yeah,
So
number 17, that's Hannah Martin.
yeah, looks like an indirect kick coming in, Milford.
Yeah, number 8, Madeline Boyle, junior defensive player. Big kick.
Great strike.
Good defense
Foxboro
there.
defends it.
Katie Huther just clears it out.
Katie,
And then
nice strong kick.
Jordan Collins is right up there.
Great pass back by Milford. Good ball control.
Yeah, we definitely have a few Milford fans here. They travel well in for all their sports.
It's good to see. It's great to see. You know, I'll tell you, the attendance overall has been, and you and I have been able to make the majority of the games, and it's great to see so many people at the games.
Yeah, you know, it's great. It's, you know, you want to see the support. You know, I know I've talked to some of the players, and they obviously love the support, but you can kind of see a lot of times the girls don't get the support that some of the other teams get, and you know, you'd like to see a little bit more because the girls are working just as hard as any other sport here, and you know, so the girls appreciate any support that they can get from, you know, the students or from the parents.
Well, that's a great point, Mark. And if you get a chance to catch a game, they're great games. These girls work hard. These girls are tough, and they've earned every single win they've gotten this year. To remain undefeated in this grouping of teams, to be on the top of the Davenport is quite a feat. Jordan, great pass over to Jackie Disney on the right side.
Jackie with a great shot.
Milford goalie, great save. Came right out. Good bid by Foxboro.
Yeah, here's a replay here. So Jordan with the beautiful touch pass.
Great leading pass right into Jackie Disney, crosses it. If we had that's where you want to see a couple more forwards up there pushing. We only had
Jordan was up.
Jordan was off on the left. If we had one more girl in the middle, we could have had a chance.
Mackenzie was up, but she was back a little bit. You know, she
if you had watched Mackenzie, had come back here toward the 30, so to get back was cover a lot of ground. Her speed, she got there, but.
Yeah, well, like you said, you know, Milford's got nothing to lose here. They're coming here, and they're looking at, you know, atop of the Davenport is the Foxboro team, and they're looking and saying, hey, we want to knock these girls off.
Absolutely.
You know, that'll be a big, you know, feather in their cap if they can do that this season.
And if you watched in the beginning and through the announcing the starting lineups, they seem to really be a well-bonded team. But during the national anthem, they all held hands in line and seem to really just enjoy being there together. So that counts for a lot when you're playing on the field.
Absolutely. Got Jackie right there.
It's Emma Dahl bringing the ball straight up the middle. Emma Dahl, again, as we discussed, has moved into that center, like sweeper, stopper position, and has played really well against Walpole, and is carrying that right into this game as well.
We get about 27.5 minutes. We've had about 12.5 minutes played so far. Still 0-0. You know, most of the action seems to be in the midfield range.
Midfield toward Milford. Milford's made a couple bids down. I think if Foxboro could get some passing and some ball control, they could really get some good bids on goal. But Milford's cutting the lanes off nicely.
And as we've seen during most of the season, I think a lot of the goals that Foxboro scores usually comes in the second half. It's, you know, they've been down a few games and they've never been out because they've got that Lions heart, that attitude of, you know, we're in every game that we play. And a lot of times they've had to make the comebacks. And in that second half, they really come out aggressive.
They do. I mean, they've had that, and that's something they had to work on. Because if you remember earlier in the season, game against Canton, and I'm trying to remember the other game, Mark, but they were up 2-0, got scored on right at the beginning of the second half, and never quite recovered. They were all playing Canton, and then they just kind of didn't get it back together. Ended up a tie game, and we saw that a couple times earlier in the season. But I'd say the last 3-4 games, their second half has been nice and strong.
Yep.
Kaylee McCabe passing it up.
Yeah, I still that Canton game really still haunts me because I still think that second goal, that girl was offside, and the ref didn't call it, and you know that was here. Because I remember, you know, that
to
beautiful
the right,
pass.
Jackie Disney.
Jackie with a beautiful shot, but nice play by the defense.
Corner kick for Foxboro. Great bid right there.
As you remember, that Canton game, it was the one that I get really animated.
So you can see back on the screen here, ball lead. Nice leading pass to Jackie. Gets her foot on it. and the defender just was able to get her foot in there and disrupt the shot to the middle. If Jackie played that nicely, it's just good defense.
Yeah, good D. If Jackie just kicked that like maybe a half a second earlier, she might have got that shot on that beautiful corner kick right now, right to the front. A lot of white shirts.
Coming back in. That's going to be Foxboro corner kick again.
Number 4.
We have a Milford player down.
Yeah, that's Cassie Probert. I think she got it off the shin.
She wanted deflected.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know if the follow through
got in front of it,
kicked it, but it looked like it hit her right in the shin. I don't know why the clock's still running. So we get about 25 minutes left. We get injury number 4. She's up.
She's
walking
up.
Around.
Shook it off. That was a great defensive. You're going to see she comes in and just gets right in front of that ball. That's
knee to knee.
That's taking quite a shot there, but well played.
Yeah, it looked like she not only got the ball, but then it looked like they kind of hit the knees a little bit.
Katie Hugher taking the corner kick.
Right out the middle, beautiful.
Great to the back post. Kendra Wentling gets her foot on it. Just a scrum in the middle. Kendra Wentling looks like it's going to be off a Milford defender.
Should
if I saw her right. Let's see what the ref calls.
Yeah,
yes, it's a corner kick again.
Yeah.
What he's waving? Yeah, corner kick.
Yeah, I think he was looking to the other
yeah,
ref.
Well, yeah, the center ref usually calls it, so they're gonna. It looks like they're gonna talk now. Looked to me like it was off a Milford defender. A little tough to see though. There was a lot of players, a lot of traffic in the middle.
Oh, I think
looks like it's going to
the
goal
goal
kick. That's good.
Yeah, I don't know, but we're gonna have the replay.
Let's take a bit here. It hits. Oh, actually, it looks like it hit a Foxboro player.
Hit Jordan, yeah.
Yes. Yep. Good call. Great call by the ref. Good catch.
Oh,
Jordan gets in front of the defender.
Oh, McKenzie in there.
McKenzie, the ball.
And there it is.
It's in.
Beautiful
Milford,
save.
great D. Got it. The goalie came out for
Kaylee
it.
with a beautiful shot with the left foot.
Kaylee McCabe left shot just wide of the net. I'll tell you that that goalie came out and good bid for the ball, came loose, and then the defenders held the ground.
Yeah, the game against, I think the game that Jordan had the 3 goals, I think it was against KP. One of those goals, Jordan charged in on the goalie kick, and here's a replay.
We're going to see it again. So they come in, the goalie comes in, was playing the ball correctly. It's just one of her defenders actually got in the way. Yeah. Another defender stopped a bid by Kenzie Frazier.
Number 8, I think that was Madeline Boyle, on a junior defender.
And for her to play that smart, it's to get back there in front of that goal and be able to control it with your feet with that much pressure in front of a net, not being able to use your hands. That's that was a great play by
saved a goal because that was going
the defender.
So Frazier hit it back to Caroline Cass.
Kenzie needs to get back up top. That's the middle. All right. So Alex Tomatos clears the ball up, tries to get to Jordan Collins. Kenzie Frazier.
You can see that four Milford defenders back. We have the one or two forwards up.
So this has kind of been how the season goes, Mark. It's a lot because of the strength of these girls. It's a lot of back and forth. When these defenders get their foot on the ball, again, I mentioned earlier, it's traveling about 30, 40 yards. So it's just the change of possession is immediate. But you see that slow down in the second half as the girls start to get a little tired and the play slows down a bit.
Yeah, Milford just keeps trying to kick it past the defense. Fox will do a couple of nice little passes there. Mackenzie Frazier coming in.
Kaylee McCabe trying to give a leading pass up there. A little too much on it, I think. I'll tell you, one of the things that I've been noticing is Emma Dahl back here. Alex Tomatos has been quiet because Emma Dahl is controlling the field in front of her and just having, again, this is what she did in Walpole. She just sees the field so well. She knows where her players are, where the other players are, and she's just one of the smartest players I've coached through the years, and she's showing it tonight.
And Mackenzie Frazier makes a nice play there to keep the ball in bounds. It was off a Milford defender. So it looks like Jackie Disney throwing it in. That looks like it was off of Mackenzie, but.
Oh, it's good enough withdrawal. I'll tell you, one of the strengths of this Foxboro too is the middle. You have solid play from the center mids. Like we mentioned, Grace Ferguson, who hasn't come in yet, but Kendra Wentling, Kaylee McCabe. They just control the middle of that field really well. And then your middle defenders, and that just, when you can control the middle of the field, that makes the big difference.
Yep. Morgan Sylvester, waving her arms back there, trying to stay warm.
Yeah, these are the last few games have been for our goalies of patience and
I'm expecting to see you doing jumping jacks in a few minutes because it is a little chilly. I mean, she's got the goalie sleeves.
And I'll tell you, Morgan, as you said, and this goes for every team. I got to tell you, I've yet to see any goalie. Nice cross
Beautiful
ball.
pass. Oh,
who's up there? Oh, it's Katie Hughes.
Katie Hughes. Beautiful
Great
move
play.
by Jordan Collins. Nice spin move.
Another good bid.
And it was a good thing. Jordan, looking for a teammate. Katie was right out front there. Just went off of her shin.
Be nice to see Katie get a goal senior night.
Yeah, that would be
great.
fantastic.
And she's got such a strong foot on her. She's just a strong physical player who always moving. If you watch her feet are always moving. She's always engaged, and she's hard work on
Kenzie
her.
Frazier gets to the ball.
Cross it.
Right out front. Beautiful shot.
Great
Save
shot
by the goalie.
Great save by Milford's goalie.
Near post.
Nice defense. I'll tell you, Milford is really, the defense is working hard right there. The flow has seemed to go Foxboro's way. We're down on Milford's end quite a bit, but the defense is still Patriots, bend but don't break.
Yeah. The ball going to roll out of bounds. See the ball boys, ball girls doing a good job tonight for Foxboro. Kaylee with a header over to Kendall Wentling. Kendall looking to just see if she can get it down into the corner.
See, I mean, this is as far as the flow of the game, Mark. It's not overly physical, but the refs are also letting them play. They're letting them fight for the ball. No need to call anything because nobody's, it's not overly physical. No one's going to get hurt, but makes for a good competition.
And we get Foxboro getting ready for some subs.
Yeah, who just subbed on number 3, 17, came in for number 3 on Milford.
Okay, 17.
If I had my glasses on,
yeah, that's Hannah Martin. Jordan Collins out in front with a nice little move. But
Sophia Wilson came out, and Hannah Martin has come in for her.
And we get 5 Milford girls back. Mackenzie gets the ball somehow.
Frazier, little breakaway.
Still fighting
good
for
defense.
It. Shields the ball.
Milford, one-on-one battle. Milford comes out with the ball. Jackie Disney comes up to keep the ball forward. Looks like we're going to have another corner for Foxboro.
See if the ref gets the subs in.
Looks like we have
looks like Caitlin Malika,
Grace Ferguson, and
Lizzie Davis.
Lizzie Davis coming in.
So we get
Kaylee McCabe's coming off, Jackie Disney.
I would imagine Katie Huther.
Yeah. Right.
So Malika will usually do the corner kicks when she's in. It'll be her or Liz will do the corner kicks.
Yes.
Caitlin's got, they both have good legs. They can get it right into the middle of the right in front of the net. So this is going to be an interesting one right there. So Caitlin with a beautiful shot.
Ball.
Headed by Milford to get it out. Caitlin steals it. Caroline Cass with possession. Out into the middle.
Great,
over to Kendra Wentling.
Ball. Right idea.
Mackenzie Frazier.
Another great defensive play by Milford. Alex Tomato back there at the 50 to keep the ball forward. Handball.
Yeah.
Handball, Kenzie Frazier.
Yeah. I think the whole Milford section was helping the ref on that one too.
It took a tough bounce for her.
Number 8, Madeline Boyle with the kick.
Boyle scored through, but Alex Tomatos is there. Keep the ball forward. Another Milford throwing, Kenzie Frazier. Got to the ball, but wasn't able to control it. Kendra Wentling kicks the ball out of bounds.
So that again,
out on, assuming it's Kenzie Frazier.
Yeah.
Yes, white ball coming back in.
You get the Milford player sub coming in.
Kenzie working hard on the sidelines here. Number 7 coming out.
Yeah, Christina Chiarelli coming out.
Having trouble seeing.
Looks like number 11.
Number 11.
Sienna Pierce, senior. A throw in by Milford. Mackenzie heads it back. Jordan Collins heads it as well.
Jordan needs some help. Handball, Jordan Collins. Jordan there were 4 defenders on her by herself.
And then just joining the booth, we have our Eagle Eye scout, little Mike McCabe, going to help us with the numbers. In case we need, he's got those young eyes,
The two old guys cannot make out the numbers from across the field.
Kendra Wentling with a beautiful pass up front. Mackenzie Frazier almost gets to it.
Great job by number 8 of Milford. Alex Tomatos back there alone to retrieve.
Alex kicks it, but goes a little bit long. Yeah, that girl,
Having a
number
little
8.
trouble keeping it. It keeps popping out on the side. Grace Ferguson battling in the middle.
Caroline Cass steps up.
Milford's actually getting a little control here, Mark. They're starting to move it down our end. They seem to be getting it out of their end, pushing it up. Foxboro having trouble keeping the ball in play.
Number 13 for Milford, Olivia Sullivan, another senior.
Tried to pass it up forward, nobody there to receive.
Boyle, number 8. You're going to hear her name a lot. Oh, Liz going for looking for the run for Malika.
Yes. Lizzie Davis up the left. Great ball back to the middle.
Go Mackenzie Frazier, Jordan Collins up there
Collins.
too. Mackenzie Frazier out in front. Oh, defense makes a nice play to stop her. Should be Foxboro ball though.
Looks like it's
a throw in. Yeah, you can see Lizzie streaking down that left side with her hand up looking for it.
Milford's almost playing 5 back. I don't know if that's by design or if you look, it's they're holding 5 back, and it seems to be keeping us out of the net. So it's working so far. Having trouble generating offense though with it.
Oh, offside. Yeah, you're right, Mike. I think probably since we have played.
So if you watch, you have 4 defenders, not including the one kicking the ball out here. So they look like they're playing a 5-3-2.
Yeah. See, when we played Milford the first time, we beat them 5-0 back on September 17th. Your daughter Kaylee, 2 goals and assist. Grace Ferguson, Lizzie Davis, and Jordan Collins each had a goal. So, Milford obviously has seen us play when we were there, so they know the scorers on the team, and they're doing a good job of bottling that up with, like you said, the 4 to 5 defenders back.
Yeah, they're definitely playing a defensive game here, and so far it's working. And Walpole had a similar tactic as you and I discussed. They were holding back a defender and kind of stopping that kick and run scoring opportunities.
Yeah.
So Foxboro's a smart young team, and they'll make adjustments, and coaches have been making adjustments. You're seeing different types of substitutions the last few games. A couple of girls in different positions, not used to seeing.
Yeah. So Caroline Cass with a great defensive play to Caitlin Malika.
We're having a little trouble on this side, keeping it inbounds. Caitlin Malika was able to keep that one. Ball is
shot back in, but
Alex D'Amato back to, ball out of bounds off of Caitlin Malika. Milford's throwing.
Yeah, I think the best way to attack this defense, like you said, Mike, is getting those passes. We got to do a little bit more passing instead of just trying to shoot the ball down.
And if you're watching, we only have 1 forward up there most of the time, and you're not going to get through 5 players with 1. And we need to have forwards need to stay up. I think the best way to play something like that is you need to move your middies up and your forwards up. They're really not getting into our goal. So as far as defense goes, I think you can push if you push everybody out and create traffic in front of the net. But what we're seeing so far, Mark, is 1 forward like a Jordan Collins breaking away or Kenzie Frazier and nobody there for a pass or a rebound or anything of that. So hopefully, I think with Lizzie Davis, if you watch Lizzie's game, Lizzie plays very smart. She's working the outside, but she goes to open space, which is really the way to play it. So Lizzie, if she's patient, she certainly has the leg for it.
Yep.
And if she can stay patient up on that left-hand side and stay to open space, her opportunity will come. Just like in the Walpole game, it's exactly how she played.
Oh, the ref let that one go.
Yeah, that was right. Kenzie Frazier went right into the back of one of Milford's defenders.
So here's the replay. Mackenzie running for the ball right up on the back.
Comes right into the back of her and takes her out. So
and no call, nothing there.
I'll tell you, the number 9 on Milford got right up and played the ball.
Yeah,
that was talk about staying focused and staying in the play. A lot of times you see the player look for the call, and in an instance like that where the call doesn't come, the ball's free.
We get about 12:30 left, still 0-0 here in the first half. Not many opportunities for either team, although this is a clear down here. Milford number 4 on a partial break with Cassie Probert. But there's Alex D'Amatos and Caroline Cass.
Caroline Cass boxes out the forward, and Alex D'Amatos comes in. And
Caitlin Malika with the ball. They might be able to make a run here. Just keep dribbling it up over to Kendra Wentling. Kendra's got Lizzie into the left side. That's a good ball if Liz can get there.
Ball, a little much on it, but I'll tell you one of the things I was just on. So Caitlin Malika, this is where Foxboro. Grace Ferguson was playing outside midi last year, and she's been moved to the mid. Caitlin Malika got the ball moved to the middle, and Grace Ferguson played the outside, and allowing Caitlin Malika free up the middle, which is what progressed the ball to the forward. So that's the kind of play that that this Foxboro team has been showing throughout the season.
Yep. Well, Garifois over to Liz. Liz up to Mackenzie Frazier, who gets tripped on the play. So we'll have a kick. I would imagine it's probably going to be Liz. So there's a replay. Mike, you can call the replay on this one.
We got, so Kenzie, yeah, this is actually this different player this time with Kenzie Frazier, but came in. It was the right call.
Is that Boyle? I think that was Boyle. So Liz kicking it from about the 30-yard line, so she's got the leg to get it in front of the net. Need a nice little ricochet here. Low line drive. I'm sure she wanted to get a little bit more air on that one. Nice play by Alex to control it over
Great
Caroline.
job, great. Sees the open player. This is great ball control, great possession. Now here you see, look at all the backs.
White.
Look at all the backs for Milford. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 now.
Jordan with a nice pass to Grace Ferguson, just bringing up the middle. Oh, beautiful pass to Jordan, but
Great job, but again, Milford.
Caitlin Mollica with a nice shot out in
Way
front.
to push it back in by Caitlin Mollica. Ball's up.
You know, you can
Out to the middle.
You can definitely tell that Milford's done their homework because they're flooding what we consider our right side.
Right.
And that's where we've scored, I think, a lot of our goals.
We don't have a true left forward that is a lefty.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, if you watch, they're always playing 2 back now.
Jordan with a nice move here.
See the 2.
Beautiful shot off
great
the
bit
post.
Off the post.
Goalie, I think, got a hand on it. Caitlin Monica gets in front of that
Ball
ball.
still in play.
That was a great save by the goalie. I think she
That
got a
was
hand
a
on that
great
one.
save.
You can hear it hit the iron. You get 10 minutes
We're
left.
going to see it again. So Jordan has a nice move around. Takes the strike outside of her right foot. Goalie dives for it. Catches the post. Great bid.
It's like we're getting that.
But again, you just see Jordan used her right foot.
Yeah.
And it was coming off the left side.
You get Kenzie Frazier and Jordan Collins coming out. And Caitlin Monica out into the front. Liz
Great ball
Davis
in
with the
front.
kick.
Oh, so close.
Just a little bit high.
I'll tell you, Lizzie Davis last year, was 2 years ago when she played JV, and we talked about 30. Here we go, it's coming again.
Yeah, so Caitlin Monica with a beautiful kick.
Crosses. Lizzie Davis charging in with 3 defenders, still gets her foot on the ball in the air. Lizzie had 33 goals her first year as JV, playing the outside right forward. Just a strong right foot, great first step, and sees the field really well. So moving her back to midi, obviously it takes away the scoring opportunities, but yeah. Lizzie's so valuable, and the different things she does out there, and the way she sees the field and the plays unfold.
So we have a timeout on the field with 9:29 left. You know, both teams playing hard.
Milford, to your point, they're executing their game plan. You see, if you watch, so Walpole kept 1 defender back the whole time. They're playing 2 back. They'll play 2 in the middle, and they're protecting the middle of the field and using 2 defenders to hold the line back there. And they're playing mostly a 5-defender set, which I haven't seen in any of the games, any of the varsity games. So they're basically playing a 5-3-2 formation, it seems like, which limits the forward scoring opportunities, which is kind of what's happening with Foxboro as well. But it's working. It's keeping them out of the goal. But I'll say in the last few minutes, probably 4 minutes, they're starting to get more bids on the net. So
yeah,
Foxboro keeps at it. They'll eventually get one in.
No, that's the thing. I think, like I said, Milford hasn't scored a lot of goals this year, so they're playing a tough defense because they know Foxboro's got a lot of good scorers.
Right.
So they're keeping the defenders back, and they figure, we keep it close. Maybe we get a break, we get a goal. It's 1-0, 1-1, something like that. I'm sure Milford, obviously they want to win, but if they get a tie out of this one, they're probably happy with that as well.
And Foxboro's had these games, Mark, where we've had these back and forths, and actually at times been outplayed by teams. I think it was Oliver Ames, and it was the 1 breakaway.
Yeah.
Jordan Collins, I believe, got out ahead of them and got the goal. So it's as simple as that. If you keep it a defensive game, and all it really takes is that 1 opportunity, especially in these games, as you were pointing out earlier. I mean, the games are 2-0, 2-1, 1-0, 1-1, low-scoring, hard-fought games.
So yeah, Alyssa Vanderboom, I believe is in, and I think Catherine Franchino, I believe
yes,
is in.
you're correct. Yeah, number 3 up top and number 4. So Catherine Franchino's on the right forward, Alyssa Vanderboom on the left forward.
Yeah, and they came in for Kenzie Frazier and Jordan Collins. So giving those 2 a blow, they've been out there for 30 minutes or so.
And Nadal protecting the middle once again, having another great game back there.
Malika gets
Caitlin
to
Wallach
it. Nice.
on the outside.
Oh, just outside. That would.
Caitlin Mulligan has just gotten stronger each game. You know, she was coming off of being sick right at the beginning of the season, and one thing about Caitlin, though, she's a workhorse. She's a worker. She's always working on her game. I mean, she doesn't take a play off or a second off, and it shows on the field. She's great to watch.
Yeah, she really is. She's got a lot of energy, a lot of stamina.
2 more years on this squad as well, so she's only a sophomore. And it's amazing how young this team is, and the core of this team is young. And you had mentioned, you know, Catherine Franchino, who her dad, Joe Franchino, coaches the varsity team, and was actually the captain of the Revolution back in the day. And Catherine, I coached her quite a few years through town. Very high energy player, very like your daughter, plays with a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Great ball skills and loves to be up top. So she's in forward is definitely her position.
So throw in, hits off Milford. I was gonna say offender, but offense, offensive player.
Yeah, it's a sidebar, but we don't win a lot of headers because we're a short team.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've noticed that.
That is true. Yeah, because the North Attleboro girl, Ashley, it's Ashley Gollin, that was the name. She was like 6 feet.
Right,
She just, you could see her head above everyone else. Kendra with a beautiful shot up in the middle.
Up to Catherine Franchino. Great ball to Alyssa Vandenboom.
It's over to Monica.
Oh, just ahead.
Just missed it.
Perfect. Right idea. Kayla Monica still with it, playing.
Fighting for
1v1 fight with the Milford defender.
Oh, too bad.
Goal kick.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, their defense is working hard out there, but I'll tell you, it seems to be gelling a little more with Foxboro's middies and forwards. Seeing the passing. Great Catherine Franchino, if you watch up the middle, gets the ball. Great leading pass right to the foot of Vandenboom. Vandenboom threads the needle, and just to step off for Monica to get there. It was all the right idea, but again, I'd give Milford's defense a little more credit on it, getting to the ball first and cutting that angle. But Foxborough seems to be gelling a little bit better the last handful of minutes here and playing more.
There goes Lizzie down the side.
Controlled ball. There you go. Liz Davis bringing up the side. We've got girls up the middle. The Milford defender is able to stop the play and clear it.
It'll be throw in. We get about 6 minutes, 15 seconds. Yarrow with the throw in.
And we have a sub. It's Kaylee McCabe coming in for Kendra Wentling in the center mid. So, like I said, they've been rotating those 3 in there, and you really have 3 different players.
Nice move by Vandenboom.
Vandenboom bringing the ball, is going to cross it. Kayla Molliker up all alone in the middle. Again, just a group of Milford defenders in there. Yeah. White shirts everywhere. So with the middies, you've got Grace Ferguson, who plays a very controlled, very smart game, sees the field well. Her and Kaylee kind of similar in that regard. Both have good foot skills, work together well. Kendra Wentling is she's got a longer stride, really gets to the ball first, just kind of follows the ball. So the 3 of them work really well in the middle.
And Kendra's an aggressive player too. She uses a body. Kaylee with a nice little move there.
McCabe, that's what we need. It's coming through.
And gets tripped in the
box.
It's just out. It's close.
Let's see. It's gonna. I think they're gonna call it outside the box. Yep. So it's outside.
It was very close, but that was a great move by Kaylee.
Yeah. Let's look at the screen.
Yeah, you can take
Kaylee
this one.
McCabe coming down, and outside the box gets tripped. Yep. Gets taken. So it's going to be a bit outside. Kaylee McCabe takes a lot of these shots. She's had 2 penalty kick scores this season, and she gets a lot of these shots from in front of the net. Has a nice strong leg.
I think she goes low, right by Grace Ferguson. Nice shot! Beautiful save by the goalie.
Great shot.
Great
to
shot.
The right, beats through the defenders, but the goalie just has an incredible save.
That was a dive.
Let's watch that again. Kaylee McCabe comes in. Great low struck ball, and the goalie gets her fingers on it. Great save. Phenomenal save by the goalie.
Great shot. Malika with across the board. Lizzie with a header.
Lizzie,
off the top.
post.
Nobody get off the post.
Left post. Milford clears the ball.
Caroline
Great defense.
Kaylee McCabe again with a shot.
Gets a shot. Oh, another save by the goalie. Great shot by Kaylee from the 20-yard line.
That's 3 shots for Foxboro in this game that have hit the post.
They are. That goalie is working back there. Great job by Milford's goalie. Sorry, who's?
Oh, I think that's Olivia Marshall, I believe, is the goalie. She's 11th in the league in goals against with a 2.73. And she's really working it back there.
I'm telling you, she's earning her money tonight, Mark.
Yeah.
That was a lot, and there's a lot of traffic in front of it. So that goes to us talking about they're playing basically 5 back. Now they've got 6. So when they're in front of you as a goalie, imagine all that and the white ball and the white shirts.
Yeah.
And then the balls. I mean, Kaylee ripped two strong shots. Kendra, Lizzie, both strong leg.
There's the flurry.
So let's watch again, right? So now look at all those players in front of the goalie. Still manages to get up and get her hand. That was a great play by the goalie.
There's a corner kick out to the front. Lizzie Davis out in front. Couldn't get to it.
Here we go.
But Alex Stamatos, a little high.
Coming in!
Alex Stamatos! From the 20-yard line.
On senior night, Alex Stamatos gets her first goal, center D.
Just
yeah, the goalie was there, the hands were up, but just the trajectory of the ball was just very difficult to defend.
Just under the crossbar. Beautiful shot by Alex Stamatos.
Here we go. We're going to take a look again. Now watch. Alex, very controlled, waits.
Just takes a little off of it.
Look at that. Goalie's up. Hands are there. Goalie was right there, just right between her hand and the top bar.
It's a beautiful shot.
That was great. If you watched Alex, she kept her body over the ball forward to keep the ball low, so it didn't sail up over.
And as you said,
which
Mike,
does happen.
Her first goal. As a defender, you're not going to have many opportunities.
I don't know about
first goal of the season.
Years, but
it's a big goal here with.
Great night to have it too, Mark. Senior night. Her family's here. Well, I've always see the families at the games, but
they're always in attendance. Great. And we got about 2 minutes left here, so it just turned to 2.
Well, yeah, and then the refs take over the time.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, and we said it earlier, and you can't say it enough, what Alex brings to this team. She is her field awareness, her ability to cover the ball, and she's basically a captain back there. My daughter Molly started out the season playing back there with her, and just would talk about Alex, like the respect. Those girls do not mess around.
No.
Alex is in control. Kaylee McCabe taking a bid, beats 2 defenders, and ball comes out, and loses it to the Milford defender. So, Alex is the captain back there.
Morgan kicks it into the evening.
It's out of there.
That one's not going to be fun. That one's into the trees. That looked like one of my drives off the 7th tee.
Yeah, so Alex and Emma Dow playing phenomenal back there. This is their first start in that stopper position, and she's played the whole first half, and for a good reason, because she's just playing it very well, very smart. So who just broke out there?
Was I don't think that was Alyssa.
Alyssa Vandenboom, and
over to Franchino.
Over to Franchino. And then we got Caitlin Walker up on the right. If she stays forward, great positioning by her. Good heads up.
Liz Davis right
Lizzie
there.
Davis, another strike.
Deep shot.
Left, great bid. You can see the strength of Lizzie's foot from where she kicked it at an angle at the 25-yard line. And
she's a little off balance too. She would have liked to see her get a full feet down on that one. But yeah, you're right. She does have a strong leg.
My coaching days came back, and then I saw Lizzie walking, and I told her about it. Doesn't happen very often with Lizzie, though. She does. She plays hard. All right, first half.
That's the first half.
I'll tell you, that was. It started out a little. I'd say probably slow, but then toward the end, it really. Milford's holding to their plan. They're playing heavy D, so for Alex to get that strike from, what was she? That was about 50.
She was
25?
Like 20. No, she was around the 22-yard line where she kicked that one. That was.
I thought it was back here.
No, she came up. It was.
It was that far up, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
thought it was further back, but you could be right. It could be the 30, but. Again, that's what they needed to do. They need to, if Milford's going to play such a heavy defensive position, you've got to pull it, especially with the speed of Yara and Caroline to get back. You can push everybody up and keep that pressure on, and just keep the shots. Thank you.
So here's the replay.
We're going to take a look again, see where Alex gets her shot off. I think Mark Davis was correct. I was wrong. So it's about the 25-yard line.
And
And
she
just a
inside of it.
rainbow shot right over the goalie's hand. That was
That
fantastic.
was shades of Lily Sykes last year. Lily had a lot of, although Lily was kicking them from like 35, 40.
Lily Sykes, who is now since graduated, had such a leg on her, and she would kick them from 40
Actually,
to
I ran into her
45.
at the, I think it was one of the games.
They played
at
Walpole at Southeastern Votech.
Yeah, some of the girls from last year. Shayna Abbott, Mackenzie Cusack, Lily
Yeah, it was nice to see the girls
Lily
come
Sykes.
out. It was a long weekend, right?
Yeah, they were a bunch of them were home from school.
Yeah, that was nice.
So they were all doing well. But, yeah, so here we are at halftime. We got about a 5-minute break with the Foxboro Warriors leading the Milford Scarlet Hawks 1-0. We'll be back to you in about 5-10 minutes with the second half. All right. Well, welcome back to the Jack Martinelli Field with the Foxboro Warriors. Lady Warriors leading the Milford Scarlet Hawks 1-0 on a beautiful goal by Alex D'Amato here on senior night. Like we said, Mike, it was about a 22-yard kick by Alex, first for the season for her. And Milford's done a very good job, controlling the back end of the field. Not a lot of opportunities, but at the end of the first half, Foxboro really did a good job of really putting pressure on.
Yeah, let's hope they can keep it up. I'll tell you, the girls coming out now, Mark, where you can see them all trying to stay warm. Definitely feels like temperature's coming down a little.
Yes.
And these girls are going to want to keep moving on that field, but Milford seems to be holding to their game plan. They've got 4 back, and they're holding a midi back, so they're keeping to that 5 back. Especially if Foxboro continues to control it the way they did toward the end of the first half, like you said.
Yep.
Milford's going to need to contain that offense.
Yeah, so, yeah, like you said, Mike, we got the 4 back. They bring the defense on this side of the 50 on this kick. So they're playing way up. And Foxboro, like to get that kick out there, but that Kaylee McCabe there.
Kaylee McCabe bringing it up on the right. See, Jordan Collins had come back. She's coming back a little bit too far. So it leaves us without a forward up top.
Yeah,
that's where the communication has to come in. And girls, it's like a call against Foxboro right up. Jackie Disney went right up on the back of the girl. But I would like to see, I think, a little more communication up top would really open this up for them on the offense.
Oh,
kind of
absolutely.
spread it out. But here we are, 5 back again for Milford, Mark, if you see.
And Boyle
looks
with
like
their big kick.
They're playing a sweeper, number
9, number 20.
Number 23, Ashley Starks. They're playing her as a sweeper, like a defending midi. So they've got 4 backs and a defending midi, and I'll tell you, it worked pretty well. I mean, Foxboro, considering that it was the center defender from Foxboro, Alex D'Amato, who scored the goal, they contained and worked hard back there.
I think Milford's doing to us what a lot of teams do to the Patriots. They're getting right into the middle of the field. So, like when Julie Edelman comes over the middle of the field, there's nowhere to go because they're just pushing everyone in the middle. These guys are doing the same thing defense. They're just pushing everything so you can't get those runs. Jordan and Mackenzie really haven't been getting clear shots, clear runs.
And I think that's a great point, Mark. They're keeping the ball. They're controlled, like we talked about earlier. If you have the middle of that field, they're giving Foxboro the wing and the outside. And Foxboro has strong girls out there. It's easier to defend, get the ball out of bounds, slow the game down.
Yeah. Katie Huter with a beautiful play there, defending the ball.
So you see a few times it's missed opportunities. I think you saw Foxboro forwards were getting up on top of each other, kind of getting in on the same on the field. Looks like there's going to be a corner kick for Milford. First of the game.
We got a 50-50 raffle going on now, so.
840-587 is the 50-50 raffle winner.
That's the voice you hear is the melodic tones of Nancy Wentling, the Foxboro soccer booster treasurer.
Do you think if we asked Kendra, she would say it was melodic tones?
Melodic, absolutely. I was going to say angelic.
Yeah.
Jordan Collins.
And now this is where we struggle a little. Kenzie Frazier's right next to Jordan. But I will say Katie Huter moved up on the left side to get to the open space. I think it would be nice to see a little more of that spread.
Yes, they've got one girl on Jordan, right? Oh,
yeah.
In the middle.
Okay, looks like Kendra Wentling took down Milford's number 17, which is Hannah Martin.
Big kick from the 30-yard line.
She's their midfield forward senior.
And Jamie DeVellis now in for the second half, wearing the purple. A save there on the play. And Jamie with a beautiful kick down to about the 45-yard line over to Mackenzie Frazier, who heads it over to Katie Huther, but goes out of bounds. But by the way, just a quick update. Judging by my internet, the Red Sox are up 3-2 on the top of the 8th, in case people are interested. Of course, when this airs, the game will be well over, but you know, if in case we have a live feed, sometimes Foxboro Cable does a fantastic job with all sporting events. Sometimes they'll do live feeds, so you just want to keep everyone up to date. Now
word to the booth, we are live, so live audio and video. Glad I did my hair.
Yeah,
good, looking good, feeling good. So one of the things about Foxboro too, Mark, is Jamie DeVellis is a junior and Morgan Sylvester is a sophomore. So we have two very strong goalies coming back next year. I mean, this is a solid group coming back next year. Again, the hole to fill is really. I mean, all these seniors have contributed, but Alex D'Amato has since she was a freshman, has been the linchpin back there on center D. Kenzie Frazier making a bid, and number 9, I believe.
Number 4 here just kicked it out. So that's
Casey Probert.
Casey Probert.
You sure that's number 4, Mark?
Right here, right? 4 right there. 9 down there before who kicked it out.
Okay.
Mackenzie Frazier getting a little shove in the back there. Mackenzie gives it right back to her. Ball still stays in.
Oh, see, that's why you play to the whistle, right? Emma Dahl controls it, sets the ball right up to Kaylee McCabe in the middle.
Nice move by Kaylee over to Kendra Wentling.
Looking for Kendra. Came up a little short on the pass. Alex back there. Oh, number 13 coming in.
Yeah, Olivia
Sullivan, senior for Milford.
But Caroline Cask controls the ball.
Again, the defensive Foxboro just maintaining their consistency and a huge part of the reason that they're undefeated to this point. They work well together. They cover each other. If one person goes to cover the ball, the other one will swing in and cover their position. It's been
nice ball by Kaylee
great to watch all year.
Katie Huther.
Right over Kaylee Huther. Katie Huther to the middle and just shy of getting it to Jordan Collins. Emma Dahl coming up the middle as she's been doing all game. The Milford defender, Milford maybe was able to get it from her. Actually, that was once again Olivia Sullivan, senior for Milford.
But Kaylee McCabe steals the ball. Nice foot move.
Great ball control. Pulled the ball back. Now working her way upfield. And is one defender to beat, and the defender was able to grab the ball. What was that, number 9 again?
Yeah, I think that's.
I apologize, but we had a little trouble seeing the numbers from this far up. That was a great defensive play. She stayed square on the ball. And we've got a breakaway, so it's number 14 coming up the side.
Oh, nice move out in front.
Cross the ball to Milford. Trying to get their foot on it. Great bid, nice try, but just wasn't able to get a solid foot on it. Kind of a slow dribble to the goalie, Jamie DeVellis.
Jamie with a nice little kick, a little high, bounce over Mackenzie.
So now this is where, see, now we've got a forward down by the middies. Problem that actually Foxboro solved pretty quick. I remember the first few games they were bunching up quite a bit, and they don't seem to be doing that.
Jordan with a nice through ball to Mackenzie. She looks
Mackenzie
across
Frazier
to Katie Huther
looking for
on the left side. Mackenzie with a nice move.
Mackenzie Frazier staying with the ball.
You had Katie
defenders everywhere for Milford.
Again,
they had 6 defenders back. 6 defenders to
Katie Huther was making a great run. If Mackenzie had seen her, Katie Huther, there was no one in front of her. If she had got the ball over, Katie made a nice run.
Yeah. Definitely credit to Katie for playing her position.
So here's the drive coming down. So Mackenzie Frazier, you can see Katie Huther coming into the screen right now. Look at that. Look at the wide right in the middle.
A lot of traffic in there. This is what Milford's doing a great job. They're creating so much traffic, cutting off all the lanes, and then Kenzie just did not see Katie coming up the side. Just because there were so many white shirts in front.
Yep.
So that was a good Caroline Cass. Now Foxboro's defense, and this is what their confidence has grown, Mark. If you've noticed, they were playing the 30, 40 most games. Now they come up to the 50. They know they have the speed to get back.
Right.
So what this does is just creates the scoring opportunities. When you're able to keep the ball, obviously, I mean, this goes without saying, but when you're keeping the ball up in the other team's end of the field, I mean, it's just a matter of time before you get those opportunities. So to have defenders like Yara Fawaz, Caroline Cass with their speed, and then the intelligence and toughness of Emma Dahl and Alex Tomatos in the middle, it's been an incredible combination. Again, Emma Dahl is new to this position, but playing it like she's been there all season. So Jackie Disney in the middle heading the ball. Kaylee McCabe tries to get a through ball to Kenzie.
23 keeps coming up. Ashley Starks.
She's playing. Kenzie's having a lot of trouble up on that right side. They're loading, to your point, what you said earlier, they're loading that right side. They're playing 5 back, and 3 of them are playing on the right-hand side, and that's where they're really stacking their defense.
Yeah,
it's limiting the opportunities. And
I'd like to see Foxboro, you know, rotate that ball, because we do. I understand we've got a lot of strong-footed, right-footed kickers, so the tendency is to stay on the right side of the field, but the girls on the left are getting open, and we just got to make sure we get that ball across. It's a quick lift the ball, get it over to them.
And you pointed it out, is they don't know where each other are at this point. They need to. I'd like to see one of the middies, the way this game's shaping up. If one of the center mids, either Kaylee McCabe or Kendra Wentling, played up forward a little more, I think you'd see some opportunities open up, because Katie Huther is playing this left wing, to your point, really well. She's moving with the ball. She's staying just enough behind.
Like right now.
She's wide open on the left. And with the strength of her leg, I mean, if Katie Huther gets her foot on she could just rip off a beautiful shot there. And she's been open. And that's a communication thing. Somebody's got to, either, whether it's Katie or somebody, but they have to be able to communicate to each other, let her know she's been open.
Yep. So Milford kicks the ball back into defense, and nobody there to collect. Caroline Cass gets it, tries to get it over to, I couldn't see who, is that Jackie Disney over there?
Yes, yeah, number 16, Jackie Disney, senior for Foxboro. It's nice to see a
nice
lot of playing
Kendra.
time for the seniors tonight.
Yes.
It's been great. Katie Huther, Jackie Disney seeing the lion's share of the playing time, which is nice on senior night. Alex, Kenzie Frazier is a captain. Katie Huther is as well, and Alex Tomatos.
Yep. So Milford doing a good job communicating out there. Yeah, but Yara Fawaz picks up the ball.
Yara is very hard to beat. Yara Fawaz back there. She does not allow many opportunities, and if somebody's going to beat her, they're going to work for it.
Nice.
Kaylee
Nice
McCabe,
move by Kaylee. That's a great shot.
Ball, dropping it in. Where's our forward? We got to get up, okay?
There's Jackie. Mackenzie Frazier going up there.
Mackenzie Frazier getting to the ball. There we go. Still maintains control.
Out in front.
And he plays out to cross it.
See, you got Jordan and Katie Huther wide open over there. Mackenzie's got to get that ball across instead of taking a shot there. They got 2 girls who are wide open with a better shot. Mackenzie does a great job getting that ball down there, but you got to get that ball over to the other girls. And I don't know, I couldn't hear.
Here's a look again. So the marks, but if you look at the defenders, 1, 2, 3,
but right
4,
now,
and there's a 5th one coming in, so that creates confusion, especially so when Kenzie's head's down because she's looking for the ball and she looks up and all she sees is white shirts. That's what, to Milford's credit, is what they're doing, is they're closing off the lanes and making it difficult to cross into the middle.
Yeah, and we're far away too. I don't know if Jordan or Katie are yelling to Mackenzie to let her know that we're open. I'm sure they are, and we can't hear it up here, but I'm sure that they are communicating on the field. But that's what I want to see is, you make a nice play and try to get that across. You're right, Mike. There's a lot of defenders there.
They're clogging it up, and they're doing a nice job of creating that confusion. And so for me, I see Jordan is now getting close to Kenzie, and so now we have nobody in the middle. And Katie Huther's been moving up, to your point. But if this midi line can push it up and keep the defenders left and right, the forwards, left and right, we really need to start utilizing left side of the field, like you said earlier.
Oh, steal by Jordan Collins.
Jordan Collins steals the ball. She's making a bid. Defender,
Kenzie Frazier.
Kenzie Frazier coming in. Too many defenders back there. We like Katie Huther once again wide open on the left here coming up.
I think the girls have to talk to each other. Maybe even Coach Stahlcup say to the girls, listen, make the move and then take the shot or pass it, because too much dribbling with 4 or 5 defenders, the defenders are going to come up and stop that. So they make the great play, and then they got to do that one quick touch pass and then get the shot off.
Even at this point, Mark, if they were to just lift it into the middle here and create an opportunity up there, but coming up that right there's just too many defenders, and Milford's playing it well. So Kaylee McCabe tries to get the through ball to Katie, but Milford was there to defend. Right idea. Kaylee McCabe comes up, steals the ball.
But like you said, look at this. There's 5 Milford defenders over there.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Milford.
They're all on the opposite side.
Yeah, they're all on that right side. They're protecting the right side. Here we go again. So we're going to look here. So look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now a 7th coming back.
Yeah.
And this has been Milford's game all night. That's why you're not seeing a lot of, I mean, they've had very few shots on Foxboro's net all night, but they have done a great job of shutting down this offensive attack. And as we stated earlier, there's a handful of girls on the Hockomock leaderboard on Foxboro, and right now we have a defender who's the lone scorer of the evening. So that's credit to Milford.
Yeah, they're playing a great defensive game. Milford's still down 1-0, about 25 and a half minutes left in the game.
Coming up. Now we have girls in the middle, so there we go. Great pass to the middle to Kendra Wentling, and unfortunately deflected off her foot. But here we go. Emma Dahl puts the ball back forward, and Milford once again defends the play and has now pushed it out ahead.
But there goes Alex D'Amato to get back on defense.
On the ball.
Yes,
even a little bump from Milford does not keep her off the ball.
Alex is down. I hope she's okay. She got tripped up.
Yeah, it's maybe a foot. Didn't look like it was like the body. So Alex plays very physical, and again, as we said, so hey, let's take a look at this again. So Alex is coming in, does not worry about the defender coming in, uses the body. Yeah, it looks like she just kind of
tripped her a little bit on the.
One of the things that's great to when you watch Alex play. Again, she's not one of the physically bigger girls on the team, so she stature-wise, but that girl she never backs off of anybody and doesn't worry about. Oh, good bid by Milford just over the goal. But Alex never. She boxes out, uses her body. She's not afraid to take a hit. So we go. Milford's bid again. So great corner kick, well placed.
Number 6.
Number 17, Hannah Martin was in there trying, but there were 3 Foxboro defenders on her. She didn't have a lot of space to work. But good effort in there. And who did you say was number 6?
I think it was, Juliana France. So now we get Jordan. I'm trying to go get it. And it looks like we got some subs coming in at the next break for Foxboro.
So what I'd like to, it's Milford's ball. I was going to say if it was Foxboro's, they should really work this left side of the field more. Because really, Milford's been stacking the right.
Yeah, hopefully the girls on the sideline have been watching that, and Jordan with the ball now.
The adjustments.
Out in the front
Jordan,
to Kaylee.
Great pass to Kaylee. Tries to get it back to Jordan, but number 17, Hannah Martin, senior for Milford, was there to collect the pass.
Yara with a nice play defensively. Oh, Mackenzie Free. Oh, there goes Kaylee with a good
McCabe
run now on the left
steals
side.
The ball. She's got it open.
Nice
ball
pass,
through.
Jordan.
Get to it. Kaylee McCabe's getting to it. Jordan Collins, great communication there. Jordan was going and she pulled back and allowed Kaylee McCabe to come at the ball. They weren't able to capitalize, but it was good teamwork. Jordan, very heads-up play by Jordan Collins to create space.
And see now with Milford really stacking that side, like you said, the middies can come up, defenders can go out. If we can get the ball back, we're going to have open field because they're going to have all the defenders back there.
And look at all this open space here. There's complete open space on this side of the field. So actually, we have a guest announcer here. So this is one of the great things about these games is when the youth come out to watch. And we did have a youth night here a couple weeks ago on a Saturday. So we have a special guest, Mikey McCabe. Mike, say hi to everybody.
Hello.
What do you think about the game so far?
I think both teams are doing good.
Yeah. Do you, any of your special favorite player you have on the field out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would that be? Kaylee.
McCabe.
Oh, okay.
Any other special?
Lizzie.
Couple.
What about isn't there another McCabe that you like out there?
Molly.
Yeah, there you go.
Molly McCabe.
Well, I haven't
so
seen her
the 2
tonight.
McCabe girls on. Yeah, Molly hasn't made an appearance tonight, but
so Caitlin Mollica with the corner kick. Lizzie Davis looking to try to head it right into the middle. A lot of bodies in there. I don't know if it's going to be another corner. So, Mikey, congratulations. I saw somewhere, I don't know if it was on social media, but you came in first in a race, I thought I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
nice ball.
Jordan Collins almost was another kick by Caitlin Mollica. Oh, headed in! Oh, I think it might have been Lizzie Davis.
Lizzie Davis with the header. That was a great ball.
I think it was Lizzie. We'll have to check the replay.
That was number Number 14, Lizzie Davis. Let's see
Caitlin
this
Mollica
again.
with a beautiful kick.
There's
Lizzie Davis.
14. Lizzie gets up, waits, times it perfect. Look at all those Milford defenders,
Oh!
and Lizzie still gets
Lizzie
on.
hits
That was
it in.
fantastic.
You know what? Her old man sitting there talking, I've got a big squash, so I'll take some credit for that one. She doesn't have quite the big head that I do, but, you know, it's that Davis trait. So Lizzie Davis with a header with a beautiful corner kick by Caitlin Mollica.
I'll tell you, she had 4 defenders. She was surrounded by Milford defenders and just waited, was very patient, and was able to get her head on the ball. So Jordan Collins
with the
steals
steal.
from the defender.
Oh.
And we've got it coming back out. Looks like Jordan must have
Stepped out.
I think there was a push on the back.
Okay, the Milford defender was trying to shield that ball. She's doing a good
Yeah,
job.
she really was. She was fighting her off. So this is what happens at this point now, Mark. So now we're 2-0. You know, Milford's been battling hard all night, but defensively, and that's tough. That takes a toll. That takes a toll when you don't really have those scoring opportunities. Now Foxboro is just. Look at our defenders are at the 40-yard line. We've got one guy back at the 40, their 45. So we're playing basically half the field at this point. Jamie DeVos, the goalie's out by the 20, and Foxboro's just putting the pressure on. And this takes a toll. But, you know, Milford's been working hard there all night, so that's tough. We have another corner kick. Caitlin Mollica,
right to the middle
great
again.
ball, drops it right in. Just over. Nobody there.
Yara Foy steps
Yara
up.
comes up, and it's another corner from the other side now.
I'll say this too, Mike. That second goal, that's always a big goal because it gives you that little bit of a breathing room. So
Let's look at this corner again. Caitlin Mollica drops it, takes a hop, and Yara Foy is the defender, the speedy defender with the left. Oh, way to get there.
So Caitlin Mollica again with another corner kick, this time from the opposite side. Brings it in. Yara trying to come up.
So I got to say, number 7, Christina Chiarelli, that was a great defensive play with Yara. She kept Yara in her sights and was able to slow her down enough so she wasn't get a clean shot off of the goalie.
There's Grace Ferguson.
So Grace Ferguson out the middle.
But like I was saying, that second goal, it takes a little bit of the pressure off because you know you've got that 2-goal lead. I know Jim DeVellis is probably in the stands breathing a sigh of relief because he doesn't like these close games. But
Milford's whole team is back. Foxborough is really just spreading the field right. This is what I like to see, Mark. With Kaylee McKay with another great pullback move.
Beautiful move.
Right to Grace Ferguson in the middle. Grace is looking over to Caitlin Mollica.
Nice
Caitlin,
shot.
Great shot. Nice save by the goalie.
Nice.
Great.
I would have liked to see Grace take a shot there too.
I would have too. I think you see that with the middies, and that's what they miss with Lily Sykes. Lily Sykes used to take those shots. And I like seeing like Kaylee McCabe and Grace Ferguson in the middle. Those two work really well. They move together well, and they play off each other. But that's the one thing. You don't see them take those outside shots. Grace had she had a good 7 yards on that defender and had the ability to take a shot. And she, unselfishly, she passed it off. So we go over to Caitlin Mollica.
Good shot.
Good bid by Caitlin. She had to settle that ball. That ball was taking a hop. She settled it and got the shot off.
You look at the second goal too. Foxborough still standing up on the
Kenzie
sidelines.
Fraser, Jordan Collins have just been subbed out. Alyssa Vandenboom and Katrin Franchino again back on the field.
So you look at the Foxborough bench. They're all standing clapping. The Milford girls are all huddled up on this cold day with the jacket sweatshirts on. Because I think that second goal just took a little wind out of their sails because they've been playing a great game today. They really have. The defense has been outstanding.
And when you're playing on your heels all night, when you're playing, and when I say on your heels, meaning defensively, you really that's a long game. That's a long, hard-fought game. Kaylee McCabe and number 11 battling it out in the middle. Sienna Pierce, senior for Milford. Kaylee McCabe, freshman for Foxborough. Good battle in the middle between the two of them. Now Lizzie Davis. Great play by Lizzie Davis. I love to see that on the throw-ins, Mark. When you get the throw-in, do it quick and catch the other team
open
off
here on the other side. So Yara steps
up.
up.
And now it's going to be a throw-in. Foxborough right to the left. Quick throw-ins. Catch them out of position. I love it.
Caitlin right into the middle of the field
Caitlin
now.
Mollica right up to Katrin Franchino in the middle. Katrin had a little trouble with handling the pass, but Grace Ferguson right there. Now shoot that ball, Ferguson. Here we go.
Oh, good try, good try.
That's all right. Again, the defenders, they're there. They're cutting off those lanes, making it hard to shoot. Like you saw on Caitlin Mollica's bid last time, she kicked it right into a defender because there were 3 cutting off all the angles.
Yeah, we got 16 minutes and 40 seconds with Foxborough at the 2-0 lead now. One thing I mentioned earlier with Foxborough being 8-0-3 in the Hockomock League, total of 19 points. They're basically, I know, Mansfield has 20 points in the Hawk, and they're in the Kelly Rex. We're in the
Kelly Rex,
Davenport.
correct.
But still, we tied that game with Mansfield 1-1. Mansfield only given up 2 goals all year. So far, it's been a good season for the girls, and they continue to play hard.
Kaylee McCabe
Kaylee
coming
McCabe
up
with a shot.
Couldn't get it full. I'll tell you, if you watch that play on full, Mark, Lizzie Davis throwing to Kaylee McCabe. Kaylee McCabe, one touch pass back to Davis, who dropped it out in the middle, and Malika was there. So if you watch here, watch this unfold. If what we missed there was the throw in, right back to Lizzie, so nobody's defending, and dropped it in the middle where.
Yep.
And if you look, 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders on the right.
Yeah, and then Kaylee steps up and again, going for the shot and didn't get all of it, but you liked to see it there that she was aggressive enough to go after it. Kayla Malkin doing a good
bringing
job.
it up, keeping it in, battling right now with Milford defender. I'm not able to see the number.
A little hip check there, but Caitlin's still dribbling the ball.
Yep, looks for a teammate. Yara uses a teammate to Ferguson in the middle. Grace Ferguson. Passing to Caroline Cass out on the D. They're really starting to flow now. The passes, the control, maintaining possession of the ball. This is soccer that you like to see, Mark. This is how you win. Now look at that. They're just passing to each other and they're controlling. And Milford's definitely having trouble. They're chasing the ball a bit, and that makes it difficult.
Grace Ferguson with a dribble.
Grace coming in.
Pushed.
Grace just beat 4 players, and Milford defense comes up big once again. I'll tell you, it's great to see this passing. This is if Foxboro can kind of get more consistent with that passing and ball control, they're undefeated the way they play now. If they get more, we just watch that. It'll be a strong bid going into the postseason.
Yeah, they're going to need that in the playoffs, obviously,
Absolutely.
because you're going to have these teams that will move the ball, and they're not going to let us do the the kick and chase. Here goes. Who's that? Franchino down the left side.
Cater Franchino.
Nice move.
Driving. Big Milford defender, number 20. And that was
Annie Flanagan.
Great job staying with her. Cater Franchino, good bid.
Good speed down the left
Focused
side.
on the ball. Beats 2 defenders. And right there, comes right in.
Yeah,
great
That's
job.
when you want to see her. When she had that little opening, let that shot go. Another kick right over to the middle of the box.
What do we got here?
I don't know.
That's coming out. It's Grace Ferguson. Looks like Grace Ferguson was up on the back of one of the defenders.
When Franchino was doing that, she made that nice move. She had a little bit of open green there, and you can see the goalie hugging. Take that shot. Take it.
Yep.
I'd like to see these girls take the shots a little bit quicker if they could.
Especially in a game like this where Milford's playing such strong defense, strong and heavy D. I mean, as you said, last game it was 5-0, and there was definitely a lot. There were definitely a lot more scoring opportunities for Fox from the last game. It's starting to open up here now.
Yep.
Great pass in the middle again. Ferguson and McCabe. Milford comes up though big, pulls it out.
Kayla Malika and Emma Dahl.
Emma Dahl she's got a little bit of free reign to move around out there. We've got 3 defenders back with Emma playing more of a stopper, and she's almost in a sweep position. And she's really covering the field well and making it difficult for Milford in the middle. So this is what I like to see. So if you look, you see Lizzie Davis is back helping out on D on the wing. Kaylee McCabe staying wide. But what we have is we don't have our forwards. Our forwards are bunched up over here, so we have nobody. See all that space ahead of Lizzie Davis? There's nobody up there. So that's a missed opportunity if the ball comes up there. Because now Lizzie's needing to stay on her mark, but she can't move up. So here we go. Coming back. There we go.
Stamatos again, the wall back there.
It's Alex Stamatos and number 13, Olivia Sullivan, working hard up front, senior for Milford. Just too many Foxboro defenders around her. Grace Ferguson heading the in ball.
Oh, good try to.
Here we go. Lizzie Davis pushing up Kaylee McCabe. Great lead ball.
Oh, good to Franchino.
Another through ball to Franchino.
You got Malkin on the other side.
Vanden Boom up the top. So now that was great. Lizzie Davis had a nice lead pass to Kaylee McCabe. Kaylee McCabe got to it. Had another lead pass to right up to Katrin Franchino. And we had Caitlin Mohawk and Alyssa Vanden Boom to the middle. And credit Milford's defense for
breaking
for
news.
Breaking the play out.
Just coming across my screen. We have an update on the Red Sox.
What do we got?
8-2. Red Sox are ahead.
Wow.
So
That's big.
You know, I don't know what's going on over there, but that could be a big victory.
Yep.
6-run lead for Kimbrell. Not safe, though.
If the bullpen comes in, yeah. Catron Franchino on the far right once again. Again, they stacked that right side. They stacked that right. Milford, they've been shutting that down all night out there.
I think
so the 2 goals for Foxboro were, Alex D'Amato again on the 20, and then Lizzie Davis from a corner kicking a header. So I'd say Milford, their game plans worked.
Yes.
They haven't allowed those forwards to break away on the kick and runs. But Foxboro, they're tenacious, and I will say these opportunities have come because Foxboro works hard.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Milford hasn't had a lot of offensive opportunities, but they've done a very good job defensively limiting Foxboro's, and I think that was the game plan coming in, just saying, we're not going to let them get the free runs. This is Milford talking. We're going to make them earn it, and they have.
Yes, absolutely. But what happens is you burn out your forwards and your middies because they have to come back so far. These are big fields. There's a bid up. Jamie DeBellis with the save.
Nice save. So Alex slipped on that one, and I couldn't see I think it might have been on the 13th.
Here we go. We're going to look again. So Alex coming back. Sepp slips, and then number 13 coming back in. It takes an awkward hop, and then Jamie DeBellis does manage to maintain control of it.
Yeah, I think that was Boyle going and crashing the net. So she did a good job, because if that ball scores free, she uses her left leg.
Yeah.
Goes, Vandenboom takes a slip.
Trips over the ball.
But gets it back to Malkin. Malkin back to Vandenboom out front now. And a beautiful shot by Franchino. But
great
goalie
teamwork. Foley's there for the save. Nice job.
That was some great passing right there. Unselfish right there.
And what we were talking about earlier, Mark, is here we go. Look at this combination. So this is Vandenboom recovers.
Give and go to Malika.
Malika to Vandenboom to Franchino in the middle. So the triangle. It's one of the first things kids are taught at the beginning is the triangle.
Geometry.
Get in the yeah, that too. But they get. Are you sure it's geometry?
I believe so. Right. Geometric shapes.
So
trapezoid.
They get in the triangle, and that's where your lanes are. You have those lanes, and the passing lanes are open, and you saw it there. The opportunity was there. It's the simple. It's the simple things that hold true through the entire career of a soccer player.
So just under 9 minutes left. Foxborough still with the 2-0 lead. Yar with a nice defensive play gets it over to Malika. Malika's been having a really good game. She's been doing a good job of finding the open teammate.
Little trouble with that one. It just rolled off her foot out of bounds. Doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, the sideline from the football players.
I think you're right. It's
not a lot of grass there.
Yeah.
It's all dirt now.
Yeah. I'll tell you, one of the things from Milford is you're seeing is they've subbed out up forward, which is a smart move because they're run down. They're covering the entire length of the field, Mark. Keep in mind, this is an 80-minute game, and this is a full. It's longer than the full football field because the nets are in the back, and these girls have been playing end to end,
right,
defending against Foxboro all night. So that wears them down. So when the opportunities are there, they're having to muster some energy. So Catron Franchino balls up top, fighting through, but again, we've got 5 defenders on the ball. Kaylee McCabe hanging in the middle, open space. She just
a little hip there.
A little hip check, got away with it. The refs did not call anything.
An uproar from the stands.
Yeah, the Milford parents did not like that.
I can sympathize with that.
Yep. It's this season these girls play hard. I'll tell you, they play aggressive. They want to win and they work hard.
Lizzie Davis with the steal.
Lizzie Davis to the right.
Takes a shot out.
Takes that right. Loose. There's a Vandenboom bringing it back to the middle. And the goalie with another save.
Another save by the goalie.
So first bid.
I think that's
goalie loses a little bit of control. So come up, Lizzie Davis with a great strike, right foot, so powerful, great shot.
Skipped on.
Goalie's unable.
Olivia Marshall with a great save, and then Vandenboom right there, almost snuck it by her.
You know what? So Olivia Marshall, she didn't handle the first one very well, but her recovery and getting back into position to save that second one was very heads up.
Yeah, so now with the substitutions
so
mentioned in the football team, we're rolling out. Foxboro Mansfield this year for the Thanksgiving game, they're going to be playing at Fenway Park. I don't know if you were reading up on that, but that's going to be, I think, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving. The football team's got a great opportunity. Here comes Mackenzie Frazier. Mackenzie Frazier on the right, and again, that's where Milford stacking. I want to give props to the football team.
Forward.
If people come out and support, I think they're going to have fan buses and everything over
Jordan
the front.
Collins, there we go. A little bit of footwork there. Controlling. Lizzie Davis kind of.
Bill Buckner.
Ball took, yeah, a little got nutmeg, not on purpose. The ball took a funny hop on her.
Jordan Collins out in front with 4 defenders back, dribbling.
This is where, yeah, so really there's it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 defenders, and you can't shoot through them.
A couple of headers.
Go settle that ball. We go Davis, Lizzie Davis, having to work.
So here we go. Back to Yara Fawaz. Over to Malika. Caitlin steps up to get the ball. Milford defense steps up, steals it away from her, but she gets it back. Over to Grace Ferguson.
Has a little room. Great, good, nice patience, great patience. Way to control, eat the clock up. We're down to about just under 5.5 minutes to play here. Foxboro is definitely controlling the flow of the game at this point. So another, to this point, great effort by Foxboro. Milford, to their credit, is your point. So if you look at it from that standpoint, 5 goals scored against them last time, and they've kept them to 2. And again, neither of them were, open field type of scores from the outside.
Yeah, I mean,
the great Tony Pereira coming through the stands, saying hi, waving to the fans.
Mackenzie Frazier trying to get it down to Jordan Collins. Jordan gets
Jordan
in
gets
front.
a breakaway. This has been Foxboro's bread and
Malika
butter.
coming down the left side. Jordan, beautiful save.
Great save by Milford. So that's been Foxboro's bread and butter all season, Mark. They get that kick and run. So watch Jordan's speed. I mean, Kenzie Frazier, great through ball. Now watch Jordan accelerate. Boom, pushes, and this is where they've scored the majority of their goals. But here, just kept the ball low, and
Marshall
was right there.
Marshall's made some really big saves.
She has.
This could have been 4 or 5 nothing.
Absolutely.
Because she's made some great saves in the post, couple of posts as well.
And it's congested. I mean, there's just been a lot of it. If you paying attention, there's a lot of players in front of her blocking her view. So these balls, these saves have not all been.
Yep, and Caroline Cass with a nice defensive play there to get back on defense. Slow the momentum down. Kendra Wentling over Liz Davis. Out in front to Jordan with a nice ball to Mackenzie Frazier. Coming down the right side.
Caitlin Malika playing that middle side.
Oh, beautiful pass.
Right idea. Caitlin Malika staying with that ball.
I think Caitlin might have thought that Mackenzie
Jordan in the
nice
middle.
Ball. Jordan with a
header! But the nice save by
Marshall again.
Fantastic save.
Beautiful play by Caitlin Malika to get that ball over to Jordan. Jordan right in front.
Let's watch this again. Finally, so this is what the Foxboro has been missing is the players in the middle. Caitlin Malika, great ball. Jordan heads up, and Marshall's right there for the save yet again.
That's beautiful save by Marshall.
That was a great setup by Foxboro to capitalize on that.
Great passing.
So we've got Milford bid by
looks like 19.
Number 19, Isabella.
DeFranzo.
She was all alone, though, nobody to pass to. Let's see, we're subbing out here, so Fawaz
and Malika coming out.
It looks like Jackie Disney coming back in, senior.
Yeah, Disney and was it Huther? Katie Huther.
Katie Huther. So it's good that they're getting the seniors back out on the field to finish up the game, it looks like.
Yeah, we got 2.5 minutes left in the game, still 2-0. Milford making a run down the left-hand side. Caroline Cass with a nice defensive play.
I'll say credit to Milford. You see sometimes along these games, Mark, is when a team is, you're down to 2 minutes and you're down by 2 goals, and a lot of teams will get chippy and they'll stop pushing and they get the frustration shows. But Milford's not doing that. They're still playing, good clean game, and they're still working on the ball, and it's nice to see. You do see some teams get. There's been a few games where they definitely get chippy toward the end of the game when they feel like the game's getting away from them.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Milford has not done that tonight.
No, good sportsmanship on Milford's part.
It's been a clean game. You haven't seen a lot of pushing. There's always a couple. There's always a couple in every game. I mean, that's the nature of sports. Yeah. But I will say overall, both teams have played very, very clean. We get a breakaway here. A little bit of a breakaway.
Kendra Wentling comes back
to help out on.
and Lizzie clears it. great play by Kendra to get back there.
I believe that's Katie Hughes, right?
Was that Katie?
Yeah, because Lizzie was subbed out.
No,
it is Lizzie. I'm
Katie
sorry.
Hughes is on the left side now.
Oh, she's on
Lizzie's
the left.
right,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right. My apologies.
No, that's fine. But yeah, Kendra sweeping back to make that play because there was going to be a shot, and Kendra did a good job to get back. Milford could be a corner kick.
Yeah, it looks like a corner kick for Milford.
So time on the field.
Time is in the ref's hands at this point. So, I mean, best guess, it's about a minute. About a minute left. Foxboro still lead 2-0. A goal off Alex D'Amato and Lizzie Davis.
It's a good kick into the middle.
Great kick right into the middle, into traffic, and looks like the ball's been cleared out. Milford was able to, Foxboro, excuse me. Oh,
trying to bicycle kick.
Great bid on that. Who's that? I worked that, I couldn't see her number.
That was Juliana France.
Juliana France with a great attempt on a bicycle kick. Let's see that again.
AKA Pele.
Look at this.
Love the effort. Love the effort.
That was a great bid.
So down, Milford getting the ball down to the corner. I think there was Caroline Cash just clearing it out of danger. So throw in from Milford. Probably, like you said, Mike, about a minute left. So Foxboro's just got to clear the ball. Stamato's trying to kick it out.
Milford's pressing here, though. Milford's definitely putting some pressure on them.
And that is a game.
That is a game. Great game. Great game on both ends. A lot of credit to Milford's defense and the goalie Marshall. They played hard all night.
Yep. So with the victory, with the 2-0 victory, that'll put Foxboro up to 9-0-3. Just so you know the remaining schedule, it's still going to be a tough schedule here. They've got playing at Stoughton on the 19th, then versus Sharon on the 22nd. Then the last two games of the season at North, which is going to be a big game, in Canton. So we beat we tied Canton. Depending on what happens with North in their schedule, it'll be an interesting. The Davenport may come down to that North Attleboro game. It really might. You don't want to look too far ahead. Foxboro, still going to be Stoughton has really struggled this year, but the girls have to go in thinking, we got to play our game, get an early lead, and don't even let Stoughton get into that game.
Now, Canton, going off Canton's first game, actually two of my nieces play for Canton, so it's a fun game for the family. But Foxboro had that game. Yeah. They had it. They were in control, and they really kind of had a big letdown in the second half for some reason. Let Canton back in, and Canton scored. So. That would be a great last game if they were able to come and kind of take that one from them. But to your point, hard games ahead. The North Attleboro and Canton games are definitely going to be challenges for these girls. And they're undefeated to this point. They're having a great season, and they need to maintain their effort and consistency. So we saw some great things in this game in the second half. Some great passing and some great control, which is the last few games they've kind of been away from that. It's been a lot of more kick and run where this was second half was a good soccer match. Yeah, I mean,
heading into this game, like I said, Foxboro holds a 2-point lead over North Attleboro for the Davenport title. Like I said, if you can win your next two games versus Stoughton and Sharon, depending on what North Attleboro does, that's going to be a titanic matchup. If they're still 2 points behind and you're playing for those 2 points,
I think the Foxboro hasn't won the Davenport since 90.
I was going to check
98, 96.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's been a while. So that would be a huge victory for this team. That would be nice to have another banner, another Davenport banner in
the way they've been playing this year too. I think they have that opportunity. Like I said, I think that they have to approach every single game. Looking at this game saying, let's just focus on this game. Let's not look at North. Let's not look at Kent. Let's not look at the Davenport. We've got Stoughton up next. We got to worry about Stoughton. Let's take care. And I think in each game, if they can get that early lead, it's going to help them because it's going to put pressure on the other teams.
This is where strategy and coaching comes in because we're starting to see these other teams preparing for Foxboro. Jordan Collins, you saw them holding her down tonight. Yep. I mean, they were on Jordan Collins. They weren't letting her get those. She had that one breakaway on the right where normally she gets a handful of those a game. You saw them playing defense. Walpole did the same thing. They're holding defenders back there, and they're stopping that kick and run. And thankfully tonight, Foxborough adapted, and they were getting those consistent passing combinations before the shots. And they're going to need more of that. Because
Absolutely.
if these other teams come in and emulate the game plan of tonight for Milford with an offensive attack,
Yep.
it's going to be more balanced. That's what Milford lacked tonight was that offensive attack.
Absolutely.
But credit to them because they battled all night in their end with defense.
Yep, so here we are with a 2-0 victory at Jack Martinelli Field for the Foxborough Lady Warriors over the Milford Scarlet Hawks again. And now Foxborough 9-0-3 in the Hawk, 11-0-3 overall. We appreciate you tuning into the game. For Mike McCabe and Mark Davis announcing tonight, thank you very much, everybody, and have a great evening.
And don't be afraid to come out to a few games. You girls are playing hard all season.
And thanks to Foxborough Cable Access, who always does a fantastic job in all sporting events. Thanks, guys, back in the truck. We're going to be signing off for the evening. Everyone enjoy, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully the next game at Stoughton. Take care.
Night all.